Hello wonderful people, Connor Whitmore here again with another video for you on the Nawtystep channel, and today I'm going to be doing a live review of the newest mini compilation EP from Odio Records, Untapped Volume 14. Surprisingly to my knowledge, I haven't actually covered one of these Untapped EPs in full yet. A bit odd, a bit weird, I know, with Odio being a label that I really enjoy and even love, I would say. And I don't know quite how it hasn't happened yet, I can only apologise, but it may be because originally I wasn't that big on this series at all, and I think as a kind of concept it took a little while for it to properly get going. The last half year or so I think it's really picked up. You know, what we have here are just, a series of fantastic little mini showcases of great underground talent. Simple as, that's what we get right here, and I've really enjoyed them for the most part in that last kind of half-year period. So this new one coming out at this point, it felt like a good chance to break that bad spell, and so yeah, here we are. 4 tunes here as usual on these EPs, and I'm hearing them all for the first time, providing comment along the way. You know how we do. Let's go. And first up, we have Fax Machine by Bass Freak. Ready to get some facts? Let's go. Oh, straight into it. Oh yeah! Oh my! Oh my days, man! When the bleep bloop hits right, it fucking gets ya. Oh yeah, come on! Oh, that's good. I'm liking that so far. Colourful, sharply cut. Musicality was good as well. Just kind of dropped in there. Really good. Oi. Oh man, these sounds are so fucking fresh, like. So much good going on here.
Take away the bread, cheese, lettuce, tomatoes, and mayonnaise. What have you got? A fax machine.
Yeah, that was really good. Short, concise, to the point. There was a part of me, I think the one drawback I did have originally when I was first hearing it there was that the midsection and also the introduction weren't quite lengthened out enough and embellished. And I think it could have made for just, a more drawn-out tune overall. But then again, when you think about it, it does kind of fit having those short sequences, the kind of stuff surrounding the heaviness, if you will. It works having that stuff be quite short just to make the impact and, just impression of the drop ideas we get here just be all that more forceful, all that more memorable, colourful, well-cut, and just, better on the ear. Do you know what I mean? Because, maybe if the introduction was longer, if the midsection was longer, then it just would have lessened the impact of the heavier parts, which I think in every way that, something could be going for them, they really work. The colour of it, the way it's cut, the range of sounds that we get here, and just the freshness of the production overall, just so well put together. And I mean, bleep bloop music, I haven't actually heard it that many times be completely off and something, well, a style that doesn't work, but, when it does work, when it's properly on force, properly on point, and just allowing itself to really run riot with the personality and character of it, then it really does show itself to be a very, very good style of music, and that's exactly what we get here, in my opinion. Can't also forget the flow of it though, which is another big reason why it works so well. Just having those bits of variation, not only in the sound, but also in the layout of them, and just the way that it swims along in some ways, and then in other ways just makes it a bit more jagged. Just that disruption of flow in combination with the flow being quite standard and straightforward, I think is a fantastic combination. It keeps you guessing as the listener, and genuinely, thinking about that tune, that Bass Freak cut, I can't really think about much that I would change. I mean, another tune here adding to the fantastic bleep bloop catalogue we already have and have kind of formed in this scene in the last, year half year or so. It's good shit. Okay, next up we have K-Ro and Madcore with Malice. Okay, let's do it. Fat fake out, you know. Still going. Okay. Ooh. Nice, yeah. Really liking the way that one's cut again, you know, quite fine, feathery almost, with the percussion, which was quite lovely. I like that a lot. And the idea, for the most part, I think is quite unique, you know, quite a nice little take on dubstep music and where it's kind of going at the moment. There are points where that idea could have pushed a bit further, could have had a bit more going on, more sounds kind of firing out and jabbing at you from whatever direction, but yeah, again, haven't really heard that many ideas like that.
This man is a killer.
Yeah, another good track here, finely cut, sharp, precisely put together, colourful again, and yeah, I think the thing that I enjoy about it most is that I can't quite remember any of the individual ideas here because there was just so much going on and it was so varied with, you know, the concepts that it was going for here. You know, parts where, as I mentioned, as I touched on, it could have pushed just a bit further and included just a bigger range of sounds and had more going on. But I do like the unique approach here. Yeah, I do think it's quite unique in that, you know, we get one idea and then another one kind of coming out of nowhere, and it seems a bit disjointed perhaps on that front, but does run with those individual ideas just about enough. Even though there could be more going on within each one, I think each one runs for the right amount of time. And, you know, especially in changing it up a bit for the second drop and keeping that one a bit more consistent, not quite as random and, I don't know, spontaneous, if you will. I think it was good kind of having that change from what I remember. It did have, I think, a bit of a gloomy tone to it, which, well, from what I remember, and I think that fitted in well, and the introduction was good as well, and that fat fake out at the beginning for the first drop, quite unexpected, and it worked well. So could be more going on at points, but for the most part, another pretty riveting number, I would say. Yeah. And ultimately, we have Martian Music by Woozy. Okay, let's go.
I like Martian music.
This is so fantastically weird, I can't quite get my head around it.
Four.
That was interesting. I'll give it that. I think it would be easy just to go down the that's a bit too weird route. But I'm definitely going to get the good from it here. I think there's a distinctly amateurish feel to it in the production and the construction of ideas. Not in a, you know, that might be by choice. It might not even be something that's just a, I don't know, just something that is a fault of some sort. Do you know what I mean? That might be a choice to have it so it just feels so sparse at points and so weird and kooky, you know. That probably is a point with it being called Martian Music and whatnot. But yeah, definite parts here basically where it feels empty and like more could be going on. But again, I think that could be the point, just to make you a bit weirded out, a bit unnerved, just a bit unsettled and a bit uncomfortable, you know. You do get stuff that's very much out of place here, and which in a conventional sense wouldn't really work, I think just adds again to the overall concept of it being Martian music. And, you know, lest we forget, music never really has to adhere to particular rules or has to be, you know, this way or another. It can be weird, it can be abstract, and, you know, the point in many ways of music, of new music, is to challenge boundaries and make you think about different ways in which it could be unleashed and realised. And I think that does a fantastic job of that, especially when it comes to bass music, which, as we all know, can be so formulaic. But here we get weird moments, we get weird ideas are all brought together, and we get different genres, and the transformation and transition between them from one to another being very quick and precise as well, I think. It's odd, it's weird, but that's what it sets out to do, you know? That's its aim, that's what it's going for. It really does depend which way you want to go with it. If you want to just judge it and critique it as a simple piece of music and just look at it on that kind of surface level, then yeah, you're going to be like, a lot of it does sound a bit amateurish and, you know, doesn't quite work. The production, the ideas, the whole construction of it just feels a bit off, and yeah, not something that I think I'm going to be going back to all that much. But then if you just appreciate it for the weirdness of its idea and just as a kind of homage, I suppose, to the title that we get here with this tune, then yeah, I think you're going to get a lot out of it and just appreciate the surrealness and comic factor that comes along with it. I think it's weird, it's out there, it's different, and it's there to be appreciated. So Martian music, woozy, very odd, but a lot to get from it, I think. And finally today we have the Brain Damage VIP from Zeta. Okay, let's go. Crispy clean, boy. Decent, I mean, not special, pretty straightforward idea, but good sound. I think the production's good here. That carries it for sure. Definitely heard him be way more inventive before, but sometimes you just need a simple idea, you need good sounds, and for it to be rounded overall and not do too much, and I think that's what we get here. Yeah, not that long, but packing all of that punch right in there, and that's what we got right there again. A kind of a rhythmy number, I think, in terms of structure. Boom, dum, ba, but a lot of bro-steppy, squelchy, growly sounds in there, so a kind of hybrid, a kind of mix without quite being Britten music. Do you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't have that booming big room effect. Not that special, not that inventive from him with regards or in comparison to what we used to from him, but still solid, and the production good. And yeah, again, that thing of sometimes I think you do just need just a simple number, just, you know, having an idea, going for that and not venturing too far, just well packaged, if you know what I mean, and making it impactful enough through the production, and yeah, just the sound being really well defined and detailed overall. And also, I don't think we can forget the switch up from the first to second drop. You know, again, that first drop, a bit more straightforward, a bit simple, but then the second, just tweaking it in a bit of a subtle way, but quite an important one in having more going on, more sounds, more space being filled. Just makes it a bit more ravenous, a bit more evil, if you will, and that was a good switch. Finishing here on Untapped Volume 14 with, yeah, a nice, emphatic, punchy little number from Mr. Zeta right here. Really good range here overall, you know. I think something I've noticed with other Untapped volumes from the recent past is that each of the 4 tunes are very different, and it comes across, well, each collection comes across as quite individualistic in that they each show off 4 different approaches, if you will, and I think we get that here again. You know, we get the bleep bloop at the beginning, then different ideas kind of being confined and packaged into one, even though it's still very finely cut and well put together. amidst that seeming randomness, I would say, and then the weirdness and wackiness of that woozy tune following that. Yeah, very odd, but a lot to get from it. And then at the end, just a powerful and stomping dubsteppy banger from Zeta. So yeah, another good load of variation here. In terms of my favourite here of the four, then I think I'm going to have to go for the bleep bloop at the beginning from Bass Freak. Just, yeah, when that style is done well, it's fucking good, you know, so well cut and colourful, incisive, and to the point, and the different flows we get here as well on that tune, very, very good. But yeah, that would have to be my instant thoughts and reaction to the new mini compilation EP from Audio Records, Untapped Volume 14. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you very much for watching. But yeah, what did you guys make of it? Untapped Volume 14. If you haven't heard it yet, give it a listen. Let me know what you think. Drop your thoughts and let me know which one was your pick of the four. Drop it all in the comments section down below. Beyond that, subscribe if you're yet to, hit the bell along the way, and my social media accounts and Discord are linked below, as well as the Nawtystep Patreon page. Sorry, that was bubbling away for a while there. But yeah, after that, keep it naughty, and I shall see all of you legends in the next one. Peace.